Hey there to all you dog lovers out there. You know, our dogs are constantly trying to talk to us, and it's not always with a bark or a whine. A lot of the time, they're using their entire bodies. So today, we're going to decode some of their most common and, let's be honest, sometimes really confusing behaviors.
I mean, you've seen this a million times, right? You walk in the door after a long day, and your dog gives you this big, long, satisfying stretch. So are they just waking up from a nap, or is there a little more to it? Well, let's find out. First up, let's talk about greetings. Because for our dogs, that moment you walk back through the door, that's pretty much the best part of their entire day. And they have some very specific ways of showing you just how happy they are. So, that big stretch when they see you, it's actually a message with a few different layers. On one hand, yes, they are waking up their muscles after a rest, releasing that tension. But more importantly, they are literally gearing up for action. It's their body's way of saying, okay, I am ready for some fun. And sometimes that stretch will even turn into a play bow with their front end down and their butt in the air. That is a direct, joyful invitation to play with.
Now, what about the jumping? I know it can be a little overwhelming sometimes, but it really helps to remember it's all coming from a place of excitement and love. Your dog is desperately trying to get closer to your face. It's a behavior that goes all the way back to when they were puppies and would lick their mother's face. But it's also about information. They're trying to sniff you, to find out where you've been, who you've seen. It's basically their way of catching up on your day.
Okay, let's move on to another classic dog move, the gentle paw on your leg or your arm. You're just sitting there, and there it is. It feels like they're trying to tell you something. And you're right, they absolutely are. But what is it?
You can think of this gesture as your dog's version of tapping you on the shoulder. Most of the time, they're simply asking for some attention, maybe a few good belly rubs. But it can also be a polite request, like, hey, my food bowl's empty, or I think it's time for a walk. And if they seem a little nervous, maybe during a thunderstorm, that paw is their way of seeking comfort from you. At the end of the day, it's all about reinforcing that special bond you two share.
And what's really amazing is that a lot of these behaviors, especially all that sniffing, are powered by some incredible biology. So now, let's get into your dog's actual superpowers, the tools that let them experience the world in ways we can barely even imagine.
Have you ever heard of the Jacobson's organ? This is one of your dog's secret weapons. It's a special scent organ right in the roof of their mouth that lets them analyze smells on a whole other level. And what's so cool is that this organ is specifically designed to pick up on chemical messages, pheromones, that we humans are completely unaware of.
And this explains so much. When you see your dog kind of licking the air, or I know it's a little gross, but when they lick another dog's pee, they're not just being weird. What they're actually doing is capturing those scent molecules and pulling them towards that special organ. They are, in a very real sense, tasting the air to get an incredibly detailed report about everything going on around them.
And just to put their sense of smell into perspective for you, just look at this number. Dogs have over 100 million scent receptors in their noses. We humans, we have about 6 million. It's not even a contest. A giant portion of their brain is dedicated just to analyzing smells. It's amazing. So, what can they figure out with this superpower? Well, from just a single sniff, a dog can tell another dog's gender, roughly how old they are, and even their general health. They can sense our emotional state through tiny chemical changes in our bodies, and they can easily tell if a female dog is in heat. It's like they're reading a detailed biography just by using their nose.
And this incredible ability to understand the world helps build the foundation for our final section, those really heartwarming, sometimes hilarious behaviors that are true signs of the deep trust and connection we have with our dogs. Okay, have you ever walked into a room and seen your dog sleeping like this? Just totally passed out, all four paws sticking straight up in the air? It's one of the cutest things in the world, but it's also one of the most meaningful things they can do. And here's why it's so incredible. When a dog sleeps on its back, it's exposing its belly and its throat, all of its most vulnerable spots. In the wild, this would be an unbelievably dangerous way to sleep. So when your dog does this in your home with you around, they're telling you that they feel completely 100% safe, loved, and protected. It is the ultimate compliment.
Ah, the zoomies. The fancy technical term is frenetic random activity periods, but we all know what it is. It's that moment when your dog suddenly starts racing around the house or the yard like a little rocket for no reason at all. And guess what? It is completely normal.
These sudden bursts of energy are really just your dog's way of blowing off steam.
It could be pent-up energy from lying around all day, it might be a way to relieve stress after something like a bath, or it could just be an expression of pure, uncontainable happiness. So the next time you see it happen, just make sure they have a safe space to run and then sit back and enjoy the show.
Now, this is one that can seem a little strange. Your dog comes to sit with you, but then they turn their back on you. It's easy to think, hey, are you ignoring me? But the answer is actually the complete opposite.
In the dog world, this is a huge sign of trust. As pack animals, they have a deep instinct to protect the group. By sitting with their back to you, they're essentially saying, I've got your back. I'll face outwards and watch for any trouble so you can relax. It means they see you as a trusted member of their pack, and they're taking on the role of protector.
So let's just quickly recap what we've learned today. That big stretch when you get home is a really happy hello and an invitation to play. Your dog's nose is a powerful, high-tech tool they use to gather all kinds of information. And finally, those quirky behaviors like sleeping on their back are the deepest, most wonderful signs that they trust you completely. Understanding these behaviors really does help us appreciate our dogs even more, and it just makes that bond we all cherish so much deeper. For more amazing insights into your best friend, please make sure to subscribe to the Love Dogs channel. Thanks for watching.